Tuesday order flow signal, January 3rd, 2023, levels above and below. The bigs are in the house. That means the mutual funds, the hedgies, people with a lot of money from the public expect that their money's going to go to work on the first day of the new year, of the new month, and the week. The bigs are in the house. Aloha, I'm Digital Micro, and you're on the Digital Micro Trading Journal, day trading for an ROI payout. No trade recommendations, just a trade journal. All right, let's get to it with the charts. 24 hour. First thing, red arrow. We have a pullback trend sell. So the algo saying sell, but that's not what the direction of price action's going. So just want to note this red arrow and price action below this middle Bollinger Band. So that's real key. The low on the tail of this candle for January 3rd is this T+2 Q4 year end. So that was the high zone for December on where people liquidated inventory that were large institutions. So as far as the strength of the hits, we're definitely above zero and we're not red. The important thing to note here, though, it's lagging. Cumulative delta is not above zero. It's below zero and it's red, the wrong color. And the pace is nothing to speak of. Let's go to the next chart. Okay, here we are with the 120. So we're above the upper Bollinger Band here, well into Europe Globex. And what's got my eye is the order flow algorithm here with a trend pullback buy. So it's arguing with the 24-hour. And that's what I'm saying about the first day of the month trading, especially of the new year. You want to be very careful about doing any shorts because institutional buying. So as far as strength of the hits, you can see here these hits are all green. And the one thing, though, it's the cumulative delta here went down and now we're below zero, but just barely. So I don't expect that to continue. But again, if we're going to have a mild pullback, I'm looking at the line in the sand today is 1782. That is the number basically that Globex M2K opened at, 1782 on this red line. So yeah, we could have a mild mean reversion lower, but I at least look for the RTH crew to want to be above that at some point in the RTH session. Let's go to the next chart. The Renko Hama's really been working well. Look at these Keltners being hit. So when Globex opened, we were on the second Keltner upper here, and that just never happens really. Maybe a few times of the year, and it happened right when Globex opened. So that was super important. I didn't even have it together to do a short, and then we go all the way down and we drive down to below this first Keltner standard deviation almost to the second, and then we drive back up and we're here in Europe, and Europe decides to hit the upper Keltner on the first one, goes back, hits the Hama, comes back, and has a long duration hold above this first Keltner. And just now we might hit this red, and this red is still above the 82 that I pointed out. The lower Keltner here is 1779. So you can see here it is trend up on the Renko. So I'm going to really follow this as a trigger chart zone. The next time frame I'm looking at is the hour before, and then the RTH open, the initial balance, the open range. So that's how I'm going to play it. As far as the time zones, I'm really going to follow this one like a hawk. 5-minute chart. The first thing here is noting that we're 31 handles, first Globex session of the year, and 31 handles. So that's super healthy. And the thing about it is on this 5-minute chart, you can see on this last burst up where our high was just under 1800 at 1796. We had a delta of 629. We're coming back for a slight mean reversion, minus 177, minus 163. But look at this day one anchored VWAP. That is miles below, again, at our number 82. So it's going to take a lot because the below the strength of the hits, you can already see the selling is abating a bit. Delta's been real strong. There's been basically no supply for all Europe until just recently here, the last few minutes. The pace is shallow. I am not hopeful that we're going to get a lot of meaningful down. Right now, I'm currently flat. I'm going to watch these deltas and order flow in the 5 minutes very carefully to see any signs of a pullback action to be long. And we'll go to the next and last chart. This is the order flow structure of the market profile in Globex. This first red line on the horizontal is the 82 number. And you can see I drew a second one here on the T+2 year-end high zone. So we dipped there in Asia Globex, but Europe Globex spiked way above the 82 now. And you can see on the volume profile on this right with the blue, you've got some people that are trapped on the shorts here, and then you can see a vertical here. So I'm going to just keep it very loose and a lot of cash right now and going to wait for the pivot zones. So 1800 would be the zone above, and below 82 would be the zone below. That's all I've got here in Globex, January 3rd. Be safe out there. First trade day of the year. Take care. Aloha.